Welcome everybody. Welcome to the third and final review of the new Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Cyberverse reviews. This one is for Predacon TWINSTRIKE. So TWINSTRIKE wasn't really one I was looking to pick up. In fact, the only one of the initial series I didn't pick up was Bumblebee. And that's only because I wound up with actually two of the Cyberverse Prime Bumblebees, and I'll wait, and if I can get them for like $2 or something down the line, I'll pick it up. But I was actually pretty pleasantly surprised by this guy. I didn't really want him. I mean, he's got beast heads for hands, and he's got a big hammer. And overall, I just wasn't super impressed. And then I opened him, and then I transformed him, and I like him quite a bit. And it's actually really nice when you line him up with Predacon and Laserback. You get a nice little effect. Okay, so in terms of leg movement, leg moves up and down. He has a ball-jointed foot. Arms move up and down on a ball joint. Head is fixed in place. There's no knee joint, nothing like that. So posability is a little bit limited in the lack of joints for elbows or knees. But overall, really simple, effective, nice figure. So let's transform him. Okay, so the first thing you do is you're going to pump his chest forward. Lower it, and then just switch his head down in there. Oops, there goes the hammer. Close the chest back up. Bring one beast head all the way up. Bring two beast heads all the way up. And then the beast legs, they don't really store very well. They don't really hide very well. There's no joint here, even though it looks like there would be. And there's no joint in the foot. Like, this is all just one solid piece. The leg itself is on a ball joint, but none of these pieces move. So you rotate this all the way up, and there's no real clear peg for it, but the plastic does kind of contour around the sides of his arms, so that's pretty much the best you're going to get. My favorite part, though, are the legs, because here you've got very straightforward legs, but what you're going to get are very cool Predacon beast legs. So you pull these pieces all the way out, and you rotate them up, and then push them in, and then you rotate the foot around, and bring it forward, and you've got like hardcore beast leg, which is really cool to go from like normal foot to beast leg. I mean, not even Kickback managed that very well. The Fall of Cybertron. Great robot mode, terrible insect mode. Again, pull that out, rotate it up, push it in, turn the foot around, and then lastly you've got these two tail piece things. It's one piece of plastic. And all the way forward, and there is, clip that in, and there is TWINSTRIKE in his beast mode. Now his heads don't come up very high. The back here kind of prevents it from going any higher. So he kind of looks more like he's sniffing out prey, hunched over. Then you can really get him, you can't really get him any higher. But because they're on different joints, you know, you can have them looking in multiple directions, which is pretty cool in of itself. So on his own, I mean, like, he goes from a fairly reasonable robot mode to a pretty cool beast mode, which I really like. His weapon, you can store it. He's got a slot in his butt, so he can have a giant hammer butt, which looks a little bit strange. You can lay it on its side, but again, you don't get much clearance. The best way I've found is pretty much just to go this way. And then, you know, you can call it a gun, you can call it whatever you want. You get a little bit of an effect there. But yeah, I mean, not bad overall for what you get. Okay, and then back to robot mode. Again, bring his tail back up, straighten him up, turn the claw feet around, pull out the side pieces, rotate them down, and they become shin guards, so to hide that leg. Pull it out, rotate it down, and you've got shin guards. This piece can just come all the way up and back, and you just kind of tuck them in. Then one giant dragon head, another giant dragon head. Lower the chest, push on the tab, Get the head out, and there is TWINSTRIKE back in robot mode. So pretty good, pretty good. Comparison time, we've got Bumblebee in a giant mech suit. I mean, after all, how else are you going to fight these guys if they're supposed to be as tough as they are without a giant mech suit? Taking Bumblebee out, put them side by side. Yeah, they're about the same height. Here he is next to Smokescreen. Here he is next to his wave mate Arachnid. So it's nice because you can tell she's a little bit female, he's likely male. And then we can bring in Megatron to show off some dominant poses there. Now, while I've got TWINSTRIKE out, I may as well grab the other two Predacons so you can see the team of them put together. Excuse me, Bumblebee. And there you have the group of them together. So whatever their respective heights are in the show, I don't know if TWINSTRIKE will be in the show, to be honest. I don't even know if Laserback's in the show. The only one we know for sure is Predacon, but between their respective heights, you've got kind of a cool little Predacon crew and Arachnid thrown in because, well, let's face it, she's a bit of a predator herself. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been the review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Cyberverse TWINSTRIKE. Thanks for watching.